Sisters and brothers, may the peace of the Lord be always with you. And greetings on this 33rd Sunday of Ordinary Time. We are approaching the close of the Church's liturgical year. Today's scriptures will take us with those climactic scenes from this long instruction that Jesus gives the disciples concerning the future. The scriptures are filled as they are with such vivid imagination and imagery and symbol, and they pose more than just an ordinary difficulty to make sense of what we read. And so we need to avoid those pitfalls that flow from interpreting all these symbols and all this mythology, this mythological language too literally. So to begin, the first reading comes in from the book of Daniel. All future biblical literature, especially the book of Revelation, is cast in this mode from the book of Daniel. Such religious writing usually arises out of a situation of oppression and great turmoil that the people experience, because its aim is to interpret what is happening and to give assurance. The basic message to us then, as well as for now, and the situations we find ourselves in, hang in there. That's the message. Hang in there. Despite all that is happening, painful though it may be, the world remains in the hands of God. Evil and oppression will not win the day. And so, a fundamental promise is made today. Humanity will see the Son of Man coming, trailing clouds of glory. Christ is coming. Christ is our hope of glory. First, his resurrection. Then the grace of Pentecost, when God's holy life-giving Spirit directs the church's mission in the world. And finally, to Jesus' return at the end of time, when he will establish his full kingdom, bringing us into the fullness of life. The fundamental message is not threat, but encouragement, comfort, and assurance. Jesus reveals himself as one who is coming and as the one who never ceases to be present among us. 3 slender verses from Daniel chapter 12 introduces us to Michael the archangel, who becomes the prince of the faithful. These lines are significant because here, for the first time, we have a clear reference to the resurrection of the dead. This belief allows for final justice to be done and tender mercy for those who have lost their lives in the right of what they are doing, or who have simply died before the time of reckoning. These will not lack vindication and reward. They will be raised to everlasting life. But those who have not been faithful and have profited from their cooperation with evil will rise to shame and everlasting disgrace. But for the learned, Daniel goes on to say, as he singles them out for special recognition, like himself, who have instructed many in virtue. These will shine brightly as the stars for all eternity. And so the gospel today gives us vivid apocalyptic imagery to portray the truth that the one who was crucified and seemingly overcome by evil is now about to extend the triumph of his resurrection over the entire universe. Assurance and vindication emerge as vestiges of hope. Things may be overwhelming, things may be tough, but the future belongs to God and to the values demonstrated in the life of Jesus, as now we prepare to go to meet him. Human forces of death and exploitation will have no hold on us. What we do not know is how much longer the struggle must go on. That remains wrapped in God's mystery, even for Jesus himself. So, dearly beloved, understood in this way, the gospel, for all its outward strangeness, addresses the present uncertain situation in our world and the distress that we experience as a result of it. But Jesus knows, and Jesus has taken into account the way we feel, because Jesus is one of us. May God be with us always and in all ways. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he turn his face to you and have mercy upon you. May he turn his countenance to you and give you his peace. And may the Lord bless you, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.